Today, this vehicle is making the trek down to Guaymas, Mexico, where it will begin its new life as an ambulance for the Guaymas people. With flu season almost upon us, Americans are doing everything they can to help prevent the flu, and it all starts with washing your hands. President Trump's new rules are facing serious backlash, but also widespread support from religious organizations saying he's just keeping his promise to people of faith. Last year, Arizona reported 1,000 deaths by car collision. This year, Arizona is hoping to teach people about the importance of defensive driving in order to make sure a number like that doesn't happen again. Some say deploying officers with body-worn cameras may be one solution to increase accountability, while others question whether looking through a camera lens will lead to solutions. However, it will likely face challenges from environmental groups in several states who see this as detrimental to clean air efforts. Arizona law enforcement has made national headlines in the past couple of months, and sometimes it's not always been in the best light. Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour. It's been 5 years since the VA hospital in Phoenix made national headlines, when reports surfaced saying workers were falsifying records to make it look like veterans were treated quickly, when in fact, some waited months for care. Now, the meeting was supposed to be held in City Hall, but today they're at the Orpheum Theater. As drag grows in popularity and familiarity, all kinds of people are trying it out. From ethnicity to size, drag is helping people find their own identities right here in Arizona. With the help of makeup, wardrobe, and lots of glitter, Phoenix resident Stephen JUNIEL transforms into rosy cheeks.
She's large but in charge. Boom.
JUNIEL is an up-and-coming drag queen in Arizona, something he's always wanted to do.
My grandma, when I came out, I remember her dropping me off at Pride and like, does this mean you want to dress up in girls' clothes now? And at the time, I was like a sophomore in high school, and I was like, no, Grandma, I just want to go to Pride and just have fun. But now thinking about it, I'm like, yeah.
JUNIEL is part of a drag family of queens of color. He's hoping to expand the perspective on being a black drag queen.
There are a lot of negative stereotypes about queer people of color or even queens of color. I'm trying to like stay out of like the realm of what everyone thinks of queens of color, because they think about them doing like hip-hop music and certain types of genres.
Black drag performers influence drag, especially in language and style, but they don't get much credit.
I think that black drag queens created and contributed and continue to offer a particular kind of drag performance that encapsulates black urban working class expression and kind of performance craft.
JUNIEL says being a black drag queen hasn't always been easy. That's why he wants to be a role model for other people of color and people of all sizes.
I want to use my drag as kind of a voice for the bigger LGBTQ kids who are scared to be themselves just because they're large or overweight. And I kind of want to be that person to inspire others.
JUNIEL says drag has helped him find a new identity. He hopes others will also find their identity.
Yes, people call you names and hate on you and do things to make you feel bad, but you're not alone. Somebody is there to help you and support you and help you get through this.
JUNIEL hopes to continue his drag career and maybe even end up on RuPaul's Drag Race. But for now, he's happy performing as much as he can in Arizona. With 2 clicks of a button, this police body camera starts recording. Anti-police brutality activists and police advocates alike say requiring patrol officers to use cameras during public encounters may well be one solution to repairing community police relations.
The public has a huge vested interest to make sure that things are well represented. And for law enforcement, they want their work to be represented in the best possible way.
According to the National Police Foundation, the Phoenix Police Department was involved in a record-breaking 44 officer-involved shootings in 2018, the most since they started tracking them back in 2009. And after this viral video from May of Phoenix police pointing a gun at a couple and their children after the daughter walked out of a Family Dollar store with a doll they didn't purchase, people began demanding answers and solutions. One of those solutions? Body-worn cameras. Scottsdale-based tech company AXON has a 5-year contract with the city of Phoenix to provide 2,000 cameras to the force.
We have escalated the rollout of body-worn cameras, and by the end of August, all of our frontline officers will be wearing one.
The camera is designed to make it easy to use, while purposefully being tougher for an officer to turn it off.
You have to be very, very intentional, a very long press to stop recording.
Noel Rosen is the founder of Rally for Law Enforcement, and he believes body cameras will show a different viewpoint.
It's been a good tool to combat the other side's narrative. You know, when they say, this happened, well, the body cam video will show another perspective. It'll show what the officers actually had to go through at that moment in time.
Others hope the camera will expose questionable police behavior.
If you're going to spend money in the police department, let's record everything.
And then there are activists who say the money being spent on body cameras should go somewhere else completely.
All of the time that they spend investing in equipment and more officers and implicit bias trainings, you know, that all of that energy could be focused on the community itself.
Criminology and criminal justice professor William TERRILL explains that even with the introduction of body cameras, successfully improving police-community relationships will depend on communication.
I think the police department reaching out to community beforehand and building social capital, that's important to say, you know, this is what we're trying to accomplish with body-worn cameras. It's not going to be a perfect system. No technology is. It's not going to, you know, all of a sudden be this perfect storm where we wake up tomorrow and everything's better, so to speak.
Other proposed solutions include adding a citizens review board and improving software technology. But for now, body cameras will provide the public with a glimpse of what happens through an officer's lens. In the Broadcast Center, JessieJpauley, Cronkite News. Thanks for joining us.